Welcome back to the America Closer ID channel.
You must remember that the Lakers used to be the weakest team in the NBA, where in the first 5 games they never won. In fact, they celebrate their first win of the season. It's like celebrating a champion. Even until the middle of the season, this team is still in doubt. Even though they have 3 NBA legends in one team, namely Westbrook, Davis, and LeBron. But now they managed to be ranked 7th and entered the playoffs. Even though it's not a good ranking, the most important thing is getting into the playoffs, and this team is said to be the weakest team in NBA history to win a championship. Before proceeding to the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the following reviews. Initially, the dismissal of coach Frank Vogel, the coach who brought the Lakers to the championship in 2020, did not change anything. The Lakers remained a team that was overwhelmed from the beginning to the middle of the season. In fact, many people are confused whether this is because of their new coach, namely Darvin Ham. Because Darvin Ham has never coached an NBA team at all in his career. Once he was ordered to coach, he was ordered to coach a team that had 3 NBA legends, and that must have shaken his mind. After getting their first win, the Lakers are still short-tempered, where in the first 12 games of the 2020 to 2023 season, the Lakers only won 2 times and lost 10 times. There is no hope for this Lakers team. Sometimes they play well, but it's only 1 or 2 games. After that, it got back to bad again. Even until early February, namely the trade deadline. This team is still weak. The main problem for the Lakers is, of course, the 3-pointers and Russell Westbrook. When Westbrook was dropped to the bench, his form actually improved, but it still didn't pay off. The trade deadline arrived on February 9th, 2023. The Lakers changed a lot of players on this team, and it turned out that it was true that Westbrook was the main cause of the Lakers' failure. Because when Westbrook left, this team immediately stepped on the gas to become one of the best teams in the NBA since the trade deadline. The Lakers have a record of winning 18 times and losing 9 times since the players have changed a lot. But how did this happen? Let's discuss 1 over 1. New Lakers player. The Lakers brought out their veteran point guards Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley, and underperforming Kendrick and center Thomas Bryant. They got in D'Angelo Russell, star point guard from East Wolf, then Jared Vanderbilt, young player from East Wolf 2, then Rui Hachimura, a player who was temporarily dismissed from the NBA due to mental problems from Washington Research, then Malik Beasley, great backup from East Wolves 2. New Lakers player. The Lakers brought out their veteran point guards Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley, and underperforming Kendrick and center Thomas Bryant. They got in D'Angelo Russell, star point guard from East Wolf, then Jared Vanderbilt, young player from East Wolf 2, then Rui Hachimura, a player who was temporarily dismissed from the NBA due to mental problems from Washington Research, then Malik Beasley, great backup from East Wolves 2. At the beginning, it was seen that adding D'Angelo and Malik Beasley would certainly strengthen the Lakers' 3-point shot. But Evans has always been terrible. It is said that he is a star point guard with the worst defense in the NBA. But it turns out that the combination of players arranged by Darvin Ham can make up for that weakness. Actually, before this thread happened, the Lakers were one of the teams with the strongest defense in the NBA because they had LeBron and Davis. Then there was Beverly too. It's just that their offense is very, very bad. And since this trick, the Lakers' offensive rating has risen to 19th. Even though it's still not good, this is much cooler than at the start of the season when they still had Westbrook, where this offensive was in the bottom 3 rankings out of 30 total teams. The device Lakers are also still okay with defense ranked 12th out of 30 teams. The players that the Lakers got are also mostly young players, so the energy of this team has increased a lot. Austin Reaves. Austin has also become a very developed player this season. Indeed, since last season, his name has started to become famous. But he was just an ordinary reserve who set 7 points per game last season. But now he has even been raised to the starting 5 since the deadline. The starting 5 combination between LeBron, Davis, D'Angelo, Vanderbilt, and Reaves is said to be one of the best player combinations in the NBA. This is of course due to Westbrook's departure from this team, so Reaves gets the ball more often. Reaves has also greatly improved from last season. Even in March, he had reported 18.5 points per game and had exploded with 35 points. Not only have the points increased, but the efficiency in guessing the ball has also greatly increased. Since the February trade deadline, Reaves have had a field goal percentage of 57% and a three-point shot of 44%. Both are very, very sharp and efficient. He is also very good at baiting fouls from opponents. So we hope the Lakers can hold on to players whose contracts are expiring this season. Player health. Since the Lakers became champions in 2020, they have always struggled with injuries. The two main players, namely Reaves and Lebrons, always take turns getting injured. Moreover, Reaves, we are starting to understand Lebrons because he is already 38 years old. But if he devs his body like it is made of glass, because his ankles and knees are easily injured. This has always been the reason the Lakers have been bad since they won until the middle of the season. But after the trade deadline, even though LeBron was still injured, the players he left behind were always able to step up. Miraculously, Davis was healthy in the mid to late season. In fact, he played like an MVP. Even when LeBron wasn't playing, Davis led the Lakers to win 8 of 13 games. And strangely, when LeBron's played, he even made the team worse with only 20 points per game, 43% field goals, and only 19% three-point shots. Player health. Since the Lakers became champions in 2020, they have always struggled with injuries. The two main players, namely Reaves and LeBron, always take turns getting injured. Moreover, Reaves, we are starting to understand Lebrons because he is already 38 years old. But if he devs his body like it is made of glass, because his ankles and knees are easily injured. This has always been the reason the Lakers have been bad since they won until the middle of the season. But after the trade deadline, even though LeBron was still injured, the players he left behind were always able to step up. Miraculously, Davis was healthy in the mid to late season. In fact, he played like an MVP. Even when LeBron wasn't playing, Davis led the Lakers to win 8 of 13 games. And strangely, when LeBron's played, he even made the team worse with only 20 points per game, 43% field goals, and only 19% three-point shots. LeBrons always go crazy when it reaches the playoffs. So we just hope that the other young Lakers players are also ready and improve in the playoffs, because there are some inexperienced players like Reaves who have never made the playoffs. Vanderbilt only got stuck in the first round of the playoffs. And veteran player Dennis Schroeder is expected to step up to take the Lakers far in the playoffs. And most importantly, we have to hope D'Angelo, Davis, and LeBron are all healthy, because they can take the Lakers far in the playoffs. The Lakers are said to be the hottest team in history that can win. If you look at their performance since another thread in February, actually last season a similar thing happened to the Boston Celtics team at the start of the season until the Oscars in February. This team was a starlight. Even getting to the playoffs was difficult, but there was a big change, where they changed players, and their style of play increases ball movement, not just centered on LeBron's. As a result, since the Allstars title last season, it has been said to be the team with the most drastic changes in NBA history, from a cupu team to a great team at the end of the season. Not only that, they also advanced to the NBA Finals led by the youngest, greatest duo in the NBA. It should be remembered that the team with the lowest ranking or the weakest team that won the championship in NBA history was the 1994 to 1995 Rockets, where they finished 6th at regulation, but managed to slaughter their opponents in the NBA Finals. But the journey of the Lakers is of course very long. They have to face other championship candidate teams such as Warriors, so it's interesting that we are waiting. So the conclusion is, sometimes we just need the right team to grow. That's all for today's video. Thank you and see you soon.